Hello people of the internet, I am JCMX101. I want to welcome you guys to another episode of Pokemon Ranked Live, and this is going to be our third set of battles for our Pokemon Ranked Live for the Nintendo Switch Sword Edition. And we had some more technical problems. I don't know what happened with the sound this time, but we were echoing for the entire duration of the video, which is very, very unfortunate because we had some super hype battles, but unfortunately I'm not gonna put that up because it was echoing and it was very hard to just pay attention and stuff to the stuff. So with that, we'll bring another set of 3 battles, but unfortunately for you guys get to see even more top tier battles, because you guys see when we jump into it. I won't spoil it, but you guys will see. So going over the team real quick, we got Pelipper with Drizzle, Focus Sash. It has Tailwind and Ice Beam with Hurricane and Scald. Super good mon. We've used him a couple times, or her a couple times. But the reason why she's in the team is because of our boy Drenna with that Swift Swim Choice band, and he's rocking Head Smash, Liquidation, High Horsepower, and Crunch. Good mon. He's a G-Max mon as well, so he has that special form. Then we are also bringing Double Weather with the Torkoal with Drought and Choice Specs. It has Eruption, Heat Wave, Earth Power, and Solar Beam. And to accompany the sun, we're bringing the Flower Boy himself, the Vileplume, with the Chlorophyll with the White Lens. It is a support mon, pretty much. It has Pull and Puff, Strength Sap, Sleep Powder, and After You. So the idea is that Torkoal sets up the sun. We send up Vileplume. Vileplume uses After You, making Torkoal go before everybody else. Fires up a powerful Eruption, and pretty much decimates my opponent's starting 2 mons. Then, to counter the Whimsicots that are going rampant in the ladder, we got the Grimmsnarl, who has Prankster, Light Clay. So, we fake out the Whimsicott, and then it gets one-shotted by Hurricane. And then that's it. That's how we get rid of Whimsicott. It's a very costly play. Most of the time, it ends up putting us... Well, it doesn't put us behind because we -1 on my opponent, but my opponent gets to fire off a free move with his secondary mon. So it's like... It's all I can do against Whimsicott, because if we lose the Speed War, even a +2 Drenma with Swift Swim is not going to outspeed the rest of my opponent's team, and then we won't be able to do much. But with that, after we fake out the Whimsicott and take it out, we do have the Light Screen and the Reflect. And then maybe we fire off a Spirit Break. Spirit Break honestly hasn't come into clutch. It could be any move there. If you want another popular move, is Fake Tears to reduce my opponent's special defense by 2. But I'm not a big fan of not having a single attacking move besides Fake Out, because if my opponent knows that I don't have an attacking move, they can just they could just let Grimmsnarl stay and do nothing, right? But either way, we got Drawlodon, and she is rocking Draco Meteor, Flash Cannon, Thunderbolt, Dark Pulse with a Life Orb, and it has the Stillwort ability, meaning that I cannot get distracted by Follow Me or Rage Powders and stuff like that. So, it's good. Honestly, hasn't done too much, but it's there for mostly for coverage. Oh. I don't know if you... Here, I'll go back to it. Oh, well, never mind. We won't go back to it. You guys saw, maybe. There it is. We are in the Ultraball tier, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, that is how good we did in the previous set of videos. We lost the last battle, but the first 2 battles, they were hella good. And we did get to the Ultraball tier. So... But unfortunately, due to Elgato being whatever it wants to be and not recording properly... Here we are, with another set of 3. Hopefully this one is recorded properly, because if not, I'm just gonna look very stupid. But my opponent is bringing the Tailwinding shenanigans. So we gotta start with our own Grimmsnarl with Pelipper. And then I'm gonna bring the... Let's see, how do we deal with these people? We gotta bring the Drawlagon. And I think Drenna does pretty good after we set up some speed, but if we don't manage to set up the speed, I think my opponent has a better team than me if he can attack us first. So we gotta make sure that we can we can set up ourselves. Oh, he actually doesn't even start. Okay, well, this makes my life a bit easier. Not a lot easier, just a bit easier. Because a Dracovish, my opponent's not going to... Yeah, my opponent wouldn't Dynamax his Dracovish because he then loses the Choice Scarf. And he won't have the Fish's Rend, which actually does more damage than the Gigantamax move. So looking at this start, a Reflect is looking better than a Light Screen at the moment. So I go for Fake Out. My opponent goes for Close Combat. Interesting. Reducing his defense and his special defense. We see that he's Life Orb. We go for Tailwind. Okay, so it seems that my opponent's Dracovish might be Choice Banded because he went before... No, well, not before. He went after Pelipper, so that is good information to have. And I think I'll just fire off a Hurricane onto the Dracovish. The Bravery doesn't like scare me too much at the moment. If he did Dynamax and go for what's it called? What's the move called? The Tailwind on his own, then he would have been a bit more scary in my opinion. He goes for Fish's Rend. Goodbye to Grimmsnarl, that's fine. We saw the Pelipper did over half to the... Dracovish, so another Hurricane should just take it out. I'm gonna go for a Stonehenge on the Bravery, should take it out, and then a Hurricane onto the Dracovish. We have the Reflect up, so we're good on that regard. Unfortunately, we did not get off a double Reflect plus Light Screen combo like we do. It brings out the Whimsicott, which could be a misplay on my opponent's part. Because he's gonna catch this Hurricane. And if we get the confusion on the Hurricane, and the Whimsicott hits itself in confusion, then we Gucci. Oh, my opponent's actually Dynamaxing his Bravery. I don't know if this is a good play for my opponent. My opponent is at -1 defense. This is going to be in the rain. It is, I think it's 130-ish power move, so we could take it out potentially. Let's see. Yeah, my opponent just lost his Dynamax Mon for no reason. It could be that he didn't remember that he was at -1 defense after the close combat, but that is gonna cost him his Dynamax. And right now, Pelipper, can you snag a Confusion? Confusion? He lives. Nope, he did not get confused. So Whimsicott is going to be able to set up the Tailwind. But we are already under our own Tailwind, so we're still going to be faster with the Drenmach. He might be... no, we saw that Pelipper went before the Dracovish, so he's not going to be able to outspeed us. We go for Max Rockfall. Actually, do we need a Max Rockfall? Actually, I think a Max Quake is better to go for. And then I'm just gonna go for an Ice Beam onto the Whimsicott. Because he can go for Tailwind. The battle is conceded. My opponent understands. Once his Dynamax Mon went down, he had no chance. And with that, we snag our first W in today's video. Can the recording be fine for once? Who knows? But either way, we snag a W in Ultraball tier, which means even if we lose this next battle, which we probably won't, we'll still be in Ultraball tier, and we're climbing slowly, the slow and steady grind all the way to the Master Ball tier. If you guys are enjoying the series, a like would be pretty appreciated, but I understand if you do not want to like, that is also understandable. Let's see, this is a pretty obvious Trick Room team. Okay, this is gonna seem like very weird. Since my opponent does not have something that I necessarily want to fake out immediately, I think I'm just gonna start Torkoal Vileplume, so I can put whatever I think has the Trick Room to sleep. And then I'll bring the Drawlodon and the Grimmsnarl in the back for later. This is a Sun team. Sun team. No, it's not a Sun. This is a Sun team battle instead of a Rain team battle, is what I was trying to say. Hopefully, it pans out well. He's sending up. Okay, 2 potential mons that can have the Trick Room. Okay, if I'm my opponent, I'm just gonna go Eruption, and I'm going to Sleep Powder the Mimikyu. If he does go for Trick Room, Torkoal will move first, and we'll be able to fire off an Eruption. We see that he's Dynamaxing the Hatterene, so we know Hatterene's not going for Trick Room, so that means Mimikyu is the one going for the Trick Room. This is kind of problematic, not gonna lie, because I don't know if... Okay, we connect, and it does work. I was wondering, does Disguise protect you from going to sleep? Goes for Max Mindstorm onto the Torkoal, and Torkoal just unfortunately doesn't get to fire off any moves. The battlefield's gotten weird. Torkoal does faint, unfortunately. We see that it's Life Orb and Mimikyu is fast asleep. Now we'll be able to just go onto our Drawlodon. We'll Dynamax it. Go for a Max Steel Spike. Onto her. And I'm just gonna use the pollen thing on the Mimikyu just to break the disguise. If Mimikyu wakes up, we are in a lot of trouble, because then he'll be able to fire off that Trick Room, and then I think if Trick Room does manage to go off, we just lose. Right now, she could go for the Max Mindstorm onto the Vileplume and take it out. That is a possibility. Go for the Max Steel Spike, getting our defenses up. I don't think they matter too much. Oh, damn! The Hatterene just gets destroyed. I wasn't actually expecting it to go. Oh! Ooh, I am so sorry for my opponent. I am pretty sure that one Max Steel Spike from the Drawlodon was not going to be enough to take out the Hatterene. Hatterene has a lot of defenses, so that is unfortunately. But it is Pokemon, hacks happen, and the Mimikyu does not wake up, unfortunately, for my opponent. My opponent's in a really tight spot, because Mimikyu's going to go down. Like, I'm just going to Max Steel Spike it into the next dimension. He brings out the Corsola. Okay, Corsola's a bit annoying, but I don't think it's going to be that big of a problem. I'm going to learn something new. I'm going to learn if Sleep Claws is a thing in ranked VGC. Because I know it is a thing in, like, Smogon, but I know Pokemon uses different rules than Smogon, so we'll learn together right now. We go for Sleep Powder. There is no Sleep Floss. I feel so dirty because both of my opponent's Pokemon are both asleep now. Mimikyu does wake up though, and he goes for a Play Rough. He does a okay amount. Then we fire off a Steel Spike, and down goes the Mimikyu. So with the knowledge that I just got that you can't put multiple mons to sleep, pretty much I can just put whatever comes in to sleep, and my opponent won't be able to play Pokemon pretty much. My opponent brings out Lapras. Okay. So I'm going to max. No. I max Darkness over here, and then I just Sleep Powder the Lapras. It is. I know it feels dirty, but we gotta get those W's, man. And it's a legal strategy. It's part of our team. We built in a certain way to be able to do things like this. It is what happens. My opponent goes down in just one max Darkness. Is it a crit? It is a critical hit. That is 2 crits that have cost my opponent 2 mons. That is very, I don't know, it's very unlucky on his part, but we're just playing with what we're given, man. Like, what else can I say? Now that my opponent is asleep, he has 1 mon left. I wouldn't be surprised if he just conceded the battle. No. Well, yeah, battle's conceded. It didn't matter. I was just gonna double attack the Lapras, but yeah, I honestly wanted to heal the Drawlodon. But with that is 2 W's in tier 10. Honestly, doing pretty well. I really like this team. It's a really fun team with the double weather. People don't expect Vileplume because Vileplume has been like not viable for a long time. But with the Chlorophyll, I think, and the After You just makes it so that it gives a lot of supporting stuff. It has the white lens, that's why I didn't miss any of the Sleep Powders. I know it doesn't make it like 100% guaranteed, but it increases the odds, so it's harder to miss. This seems like a Sun team from what I can see with the Torkoal. He also has the Spicy Boy over there, the Electric normal dude. So what I do is he doesn't have any immunities to Torkoal, just firing off eruptions. So I think I'll start with Vileplume. Yeah, we'll start Torkoal Vileplume. Give my opponent the Sun. Then we'll bring the Drawlodon in the back. And then just in case, and we'll bring the Grimmsnarl. I think the Grimmsnarl could help us in the long run because I can fake out one of his not Dynamax Mons and get a free attack on them, and hopefully that's enough. So hopefully we can snag a W, and then we'll be 1 battle away from tier 11. Ooh, Darmanitan, Heliolisk. Interesting. Okay, does a Choice Scarf Darmanitan outspeed me? This is the question that we ask. We also ask, does Heliolisk get access to Fake Out? These are the questions that we might get an answer to right now. Oh boy, this is nerve-wracking, because if my opponent does not outspeed the Vileplume, which he could potentially not, we will be able to fire off an Eruption and take out both of my opponent's mons. Well, maybe not both, because one of them got big. Yeah, Dormanitan's actually faster than Vileplume, even with the chlorophyll. So that is pretty much gonna probably cost me the game now. So this goes for Max Lightning. That should take out the chlorophyll. Yeah. So Darmanitan is faster even with the sun. So that's good to know, I suppose. But is there any way for me to come back now? Yes, there is, because we do have the fake out, and we have our own Spicy Boy, who we are gonna make big. Well, unfortunately, we're pretty much lost, because my opponent has the speed advantage. Is there anything better that I could have done there? Not really. Like, my opponent, the fact that if the only thing that could have changed this battle around is if I knew beforehand that Darmanitan was actually faster than Vileplume, because then I could have just brought Jesus Christ. So he went for Focus Blast. Okay, so my opponent won. It's not much I can do there. But we'll play it out. We'll finish out the battle. Yeah, my opponent, the Heliolisk, like I said, he was a Spicy Boy. Spicy Boy Heliolisk. I guess I just go for a Spirit Break. It doesn't matter. I can't survive Flare Blitz plus Solar Power Max Lightning in the electric terrain. There's like no way. Because even if I go for Reflect, right, to survive this move, I go down to the Max Lightning. So. My opponent catching the victory. Not bad. Not bad. So pretty much my own lack of knowledge cost me the game. Because if I known that a Choice Scarf Darmanitan outspeeds the Vileplume, I would have not led with that lead. I could have just started with the Pelipper plus the Grimmsnarl like I do, fake out the Darmanitan, go for Tailwind, and then go from there. And then we pretty much would have probably, maybe not won, but we would have been in a lot better position. But with that, thank you all so much for watching. Like I said, this is technically the 4th set of 3 battles with this team. I fucking love this team. It's really fun to use with the double weather and the Vileplume being able to give support with healing, putting things to sleep, giving priority to slower mons. It's good mon. Good stuff, really fun. But with that, thank you all so much for watching. The ID for the team is in the description down below alongside my Twitter. Feel free to subscribe, like, share, all that stuff. But with that, I am out of here. Hope to see you guys next time. Bye.